Hitler made mistakes, and with this, I will correct them all. You stole it. Then you stole it.
And then I stole it. It's called capitalism.
Harrison Ford is back as Indiana Jones in The Dial of Destiny. It's out in theaters today. This time, the daredevil archaeologist is in the race against time to find a legendary artifact that can change the course of history. This is said to be the last film in this movie franchise. Wow.
I recognize the bad guy. I can't think of his name, but he was in Casino Royale, too. The James Bond. Really, Ted, he's got a snake sitting over the monitor I'm looking at right now.
We got snakes over here.
Well, if you just can't get enough of the adventures, you want to keep the fun going, you can have yourself an Indiana Jones themed party night.
That's right. Food blogger and creator of the Disney Dinner series, Katie Rose Watson, is sharing a fun way to turn your home into a temple of doom. Oh yeah, with a great recipe for snake pit pasta.
Snakes? Why did it have to be snakes? Jeez.
Take a look.
Hey SA Live, thank you so much for having me on the show today to talk about my 23rd Disney dinner. I throw all sorts of magical themed parties for my friends, and of course my most popular is my Disney Dinner series, and I'm so excited to head into the kitchen and show you how to make snake pit pasta with my best friend. It is the ultimate Indiana Jones dish, but first, let me give you a tour of the dining room so I can show you how I hosted my Indiana Jones party. I wanted the outside to look like the jungle that Indy so often finds himself in, complete with a dangling rope a la Temple of Doom. Then once we cross the threshold, the dining room is an ancient Egyptian temple like in Raiders of the Lost Ark. I hung an Egyptian tapestry on the wall and really wanted to make it look creepy crawly with tons of spiders, snakes, and scorpions on the wall. My friend Anamika at Enchanted Farmhouse made the most amazing custom Indy signs for me. She absolutely nailed it. This looks like it should be hanging in the Indiana Jones queue at Disneyland. She also made this adorable Choose Wisely sign, which of course is a nod to The Last Crusade. You can get both signs from the Enchanted Farmhouse Etsy shop. We also have to talk about the boulder. Y'all, I am so proud of this. I made this in about 15 minutes for like $12 using a hula hoop and crinkled up butcher paper. I wrote a whole article about how to make this boulder on therosetable.com, so go pin it for later if you're planning an indie party. Now the table. I found a beautiful brown tablecloth with a bit of gold shift that really felt like a temple floor. I added a beige table runner with hieroglyphics with Indy's iconic hat and some candles for the temple centerpiece. I styled each place with gold flatware, white square plates, white bowls, and ancient map napkins tied with twine to represent Indy's whip. Last but certainly not least are the amazing custom holy grails made by Dallas artisan Marbleized Ceramics, and yes, you can slide into his DMs and order some for the Indy lover in your life. All right, let's get started on the main course, snake pit pasta. After all, when I think Indiana Jones, I think snakes. I decided to use bucatini with my homemade pesto sauce. This is my homemade pesto. I grow a ton of basil every year, and I make jars and jars and jars of pesto. So this was so easy for me because I literally pulled this out of my freezer. How easy is that? You could of course use store-bought. I feel like I know. Store-bought's fine. But if you want to grow your own basil and then make your own homemade pesto, be my guest. Be my guest. So I'm just gonna take a whole jar of my homemade pesto. I know you. You can have the spoon.
I always like to lick the spoon.
Go for it.
I am not a pesto person. So when the magic of the Rose Table said I'm making a pesto pasta, I said I'll do it. You may have changed my mind with this.
Thank you.
I am not even kidding.
There we go, that's all. Okay, this is the really fun part. We're gonna take, thank you, one of the most magical ingredients of all time.
Burrata.
Burrata. You can just feel it, it's so squishy. People say, oh, is it the same as mozzarella? No ma'am, because we're gonna show you why.
So the people can see.
Okay, look at that. It's literally oozing. Oh, looks sexy as hell. You know, Indy has to face so many like hidden surprises, and so I thought this would be nice to just kind of hide.
So the pasta's gonna go on top?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
So then you don't know that it's there. Okay, so we're just, oh, it smells so good. I'm not a good like plater of anything.
I can't pasta twirl to save my life.
But we want to like hide the boulder. Oh yes, so the burrata is supposed to be the boulder as the hidden surprise. We hand me the pine nuts. Okay, so we're just gonna add some pine nut rocks to our snake pit pasta. I love this dish because it's so quick and easy and tastes absolutely spectacular. I hope you guys had as much fun making that dish as we did. For this recipe and to see all of my magical themed parties, visit therosetable.com and watch my full Indiana Jones episode on the Rose Table's Facebook page or YouTube channel. Thanks, SA Live!